You've been lied to. Living a low or zero waste life is not expensive.
Hi, I'm Maria, and this is Living Planet Friendly, where I document my imperfect, low-waste lifestyle in hopes to inspire you to make small changes that can have a big impact. Welcome to my non-judgmental platform, where we incorporate sustainable habits that are good for us, our wallets, and the planet.
Living a low zero waste life saves us hundreds of dollars every single year. There are several ways that you could start your eco-friendly journey. You could buy every single eco swap you know of at once. Well, that would be expensive. But if you do it the right way, you wait until you're out of the unsustainable item and then you switch to the sustainable item. In some cases, this ends up being a couple extra dollars up front, but saves you money down the line. But by doing them one at a time or two swaps at a time, you won't tell the financial difference. That's exactly how we've swapped our home, and we haven't noticed a cost difference at all. So to prove the cost savings to you, here are 50 things that I no longer buy as an eco-minimalist. We're gonna start with the kitchen. I don't buy plastic bags anymore for food storage. I use stasher bags. They're reusable silicone bags that are dishwasher safe, freezer safe, oven safe. I use them every single day. Stasher bags are always in our fridge, always in our freezer, always in our pantry holding things. They are so useful. These are definitely an investment, but if you buy their bundles or out of season colors or on their Black Friday or Earth Day sales, you'll get them way cheaper. I don't buy plastic wrap. I've actually never bought plastic wrap living in this house. We haven't needed it. We just store leftovers in containers or use beeswax wrap if I really need plastic wrap or something. We also don't buy plastic water bottles. We are very fortunate that our water is very clean. So we refill our cups and bottles from home using filtered water. I can't believe how many paper towels people actually go through on a daily basis, but we don't buy Bounty anymore or virgin paper towels. We buy 100% recycled or bamboo paper towels, whatever is on sale when we need a roll. We only use them to clean up pet messes. We typically use unpaper towels, rags, and dish towels to clean everything else. I also use unpaper towels to clean things like the bathroom and the kitchen. Because we have a steam sanitizer on our washing machine and dryer, I feel comfortable using reusables. But you do you, make that judgment call. You don't have to get rid of paper towels completely, but switch to something that's recycled or bamboo. We also don't buy paper napkins for regular use. We have a small amount that's left from big parties, but at home we use reusables. I don't like spending money on things that just get thrown out. We bought the giant pack right around our wedding for things that were like out of the house, like our bachelorette party, a rehearsal dinner, things that we needed napkins for, but that we weren't at home. So once we're out of that pack, I don't anticipate needing to have any more parties outside of our house. So once we're out of that pack, we'll switch to reusables. We don't buy sponges. This is part sensory, but also part eco-friendly. I hate touching wet sponges. Oof. I literally can't even think about it. Okay, break. Okay, we use wood dish brushes that we use in place of sponges. There are several different types, several different uses for each type. Sponges need to be replaced like bi-weekly just because of how much bacteria grows in them. These bamboo brushes last at least 6 months. The one we're using has been at least 8 and it still looks fine. And at the end of their life, they can be composted. We don't buy kitchen gadgets or tools anymore. This is a big one for us. We don't own an apple slicer, a garlic press, or an avocado tool anymore. A lot of the tasks that they perform can be done with just a regular chef's knife. So that's what we use. We also don't buy pre-cut fruits or vegetables. We're fortunate in the fact that we don't need them for accessibility reasons, but they come with a lot of extra waste. So we just buy the whole fruits and vegetables and cut them up ourselves. We don't buy plastic straws. I know people that use them in their homes because they don't want to clean reusables. We just clean the reusables. It's fine. We don't buy meat anymore. We hate cooking it. Don't really like the taste of it. So we buy tofu and live off of Impossible Burger. Tim Hortons and Starbucks coffee. We don't buy coffee out anymore. We used to get coffee once a week, but in November we invested in a secondhand Breville machine. Pepper is chewing her bone. She keeps dropping it. We invested in a Breville machine in November to make our own espresso drinks. We've yet to get coffee out of the house since then. We also don't buy a large backstock of food in hopes that we don't waste anything or forget that we have it. People with huge pantries tend to stock up, and we just don't participate in that. We don't buy paper cupcake liners anymore. We have this really nice set of reusables for mini muffins and for regular sized muffins. They are awesome and they just go right into the dishwasher to be cleaned. I don't buy vanilla extract anymore. It is so easy to make and so cost effective. I'm also not going through several tiny bottles bottles a year anymore. So it's great. Definitely recommend. All right, we're moving on to the bathroom. The bathroom is the first place that I actually started making eco-friendly swaps. So I have quite a few things that I don't buy anymore because I've switched to different versions of items. First, I don't buy razors. I use a reusable metal leaf shave razor. The blades are recyclable and cost pennies. I also don't buy plastic dermaplaners anymore. Leaf also came out with a reusable version where the blades are recyclable and replaceable and cost pennies. I also don't buy shaving cream. I don't even know if it's a thing anymore, but it was in high school when I started shaving. But I just can't justify a can that would end up in the trash can. So I just use bar soap. It's fine. I don't cut myself. It's fine. Also, because of the extra packaging, I don't buy shampoo or conditioner in bottles. I've switched to bars. This saves a ton of storage space and space in our shower. They work so well. I also don't buy plastic shower loofahs. They are full of bacteria and they need to be replaced pretty often. So instead, I've been growing loofahs in my garden, dry them in my basement, and sell them to make sponges. Speaking of, seeds, sponges, and soaps are all restocked on my website shop. I know you're not supposed to use cotton swabs to clean your ears. I never got that memo. I still use them. It's fine. So I switched out and use a last swab, which is a silicone replacement. So it just washes and it's basically endlessly reusable. I don't buy plastic toothbrushes anymore. I've used both bamboo toothbrushes and my new Surrey electric toothbrush. I love the Surrey toothbrush. The heads are bioplastic and you can send them back to the company and they recycle them. I also don't buy floss. Honestly, I hated using it, so I never used it. But 5 or 6 years ago, I got my first water pick, and that's what I use. I don't buy plastic tubes of deodorant anymore. They just end up in the trash. So instead, I invested in Wild deodorant refills, which is a metal reusable case and then compostable cardboard refills. I don't buy pads or tampons anymore. Instead, I use period panties or a menstrual disc, depending on how I'm feeling that day. We also don't buy like bottles of hand soap. Instead, we refill our bottle with water and drop a Blue Land hand soap tab in. These take up so much less space and I love them. I also don't buy makeup wipes. Instead, I use reusable cotton rounds and just makeup remover. They go right into our washing machine and they get clean every time. Related to that, I don't buy a lot of skincare. I stopped buying a bunch of products, so now I have a massive stockpile to get through, but I also don't think a lot of them work. Probably an unpopular opinion, but all you need is a very simple skincare routine. You don't need a million products littering your bathroom counter. With that, I don't buy an excess of makeup. If it's not part of my regular makeup, I don't need it. Bath bombs, honestly, this is more toward minimalist instead of sustainability. A lot of them do have glitter though, so don't use glitter bath bombs that wash microplastics down your drain. But bath bombs itself are so wasteful because you're literally just putting money down the drain. And they can cost like $10 a piece, so I do not partake in that. I also don't buy body wash. I just use bar soap. It's fine. I don't buy body scrubs. I actually make my own using old coffee grounds. Let me know if you want to see a video on that. It's super easy. I don't buy single-use sheet masks anymore or like under the eye masks. I have a reusable set of under the eye masks and I use powdered masks from Be Kind. I don't buy paper nail files. They can last a while, but they can't be sanitized properly, so they eventually end up in the trash, so I use a glass nail file. And we don't use plastic wrapped toilet paper. Honestly, we don't go through a lot of toilet paper anymore in general since we switched to using a bidet, but we do buy bamboo toilet paper that's wrapped in paper. Okay, now we're moving on to just general home products that didn't really fit in the kitchen or bath category. It's kind of a mixed bag. I don't buy candles anymore from like Bath & Body Works or Target. I actually just buy Everly refill kits. I can melt them in the microwave and pour them into the same jar. To light those candles, I don't buy disposable lighters. I have an electric rechargeable lighter that I use instead. We also don't buy paper lint rollers, the ones that you use for like 2 seconds before you have to rip them off and toss them in the trash. My mom bought us reusable lint rollers that you can just wash off and then air dry and they stay sticky. And they work so much better. I don't buy new decor. I think redecorating every year is a waste of money, or redecorating when trends come out. It's just silly. I thrift a lot of our decor, so a lot of times it comes from thrift stores. I'm collecting things slowly, but I don't buy anything new from stores. I also don't buy paper bags when we go out shopping. This might be special to New York because New York banned plastic bags, so they push reusables, but now companies charge 10 cents per paper bag, so I just bring reusables. We don't buy bottles of cleaners anymore. We buy cleaner concentrates. So these are tabs or little bottles of concentrate concentrated liquid that you can pour into your container and fill with water. New this year, we don't buy replaceable disposable mop heads for our Shark back mop. This is something that reusables have only come out in the last year or so. So now we have a reusable pad with a plastic box that can be emptied and cleaned. We also don't buy air fresheners. We have a room spray that we bought from Grove for the bathroom. It works way better than those single-use cans or aerosol cans. We also don't buy any subscription boxes. There are several that we could be a part of, from makeup to food products, but I think they're a waste of money and I just don't need that extra clutter in my life. We don't buy dryer sheets. I never actually thought that they did anything, but we've been using dryer balls for probably the last 8 to 10 years. They're wool balls, they're awesome, they reduce drying time and reduce static. I also don't buy fabric softener. It's not good for your clothes and it makes them not last as long. And I've never actually thought that I needed it, so we just don't buy it. Same with that, scent boosters. I think they're a waste of money. They make everything smell so fake and artificial, but we just don't use them. I found unscented laundry products are actually our favorite. On that note, I don't buy perfume. I try to avoid any kind of artificial fragrances because of allergies, so it's definitely not something that I use. I also don't buy wrapping paper anymore. We save all the brown paper that comes in packages throughout the year, and then I can decorate it and use some fancy ribbons. If I have to give something really big, I buy giant bags from Home Goods and then attach a gift tag to it. And I don't buy new Christmas or Halloween decor. I thrift everything, and even then, I very rarely add pieces to my collection that's already thrifted. And I don't use seasonal decor. We don't decorate for anything other than the two best holidays, Halloween and Christmas. And I don't buy fast fashion. I used to live at Forever 21 when I was in high school. Now I live in thrift stores. I didn't buy any new fast fashion last year, and I don't plan on buying any this year either. Okay, that was over 50 items that I don't actually buy anymore, so you got a couple bonuses. Becoming a minimalist and living more planet friendly has been a huge financial cost saver for us, as well as it reduces our waste an insane amount. We're still in the process of becoming minimalist-ish, finding things to declutter almost every day, telling ourselves we don't need things. Our house is getting to the minimalist feel. We've made a lot of great progress, and we plan to make great progress over the next year. If you're new on this journey and want to learn more, be sure to hit that subscribe button or check out my other platforms on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and Pinterest. Happy minimalist-ish life, and see you next time.